Hello everyone, welcome back to Swime Siksha. Today we're going to discuss about defense technology. So, as we saw earlier that we've discussed about the defense exercises, today we will discuss about the defense technology that we have. And there has been newly tested missiles and there has been new organizations were also being formed this year. So let's see. The very first one here, we're discussing about the Naval Innovation and Indigenation Organization, which was recently has been launched by the Defense Ministry of India. Whereas this is actually a three-tier organization where it is intended to, for the faster innovation and indigenation for the self-reliance in defense with the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So yes, on that self-reliance defense, we started to implement so many missiles and all, and we actually started to make this organization launched. So as I mentioned, it is a three-tier organization where the Naval Technology Acceleration Council, which is the first one, where NTAC and this NTAC was actually will bring together the twin aspects of the innovation and indigenation and provide apex level directives. And then the next one was working group under the NTAC, where it actually take up the projects which were actually launched under the NTAC. Okay, the next one was technology development acceleration cell. So this has been created for induction of emerging disruptive technology in an accelerated time frame. So these were the three tied organizations which were under this NIIO. Okay, and not only that, the Navy has an in-house, design bureau, which made these progress in the designing of the missiles and all, like the float and move were the components, and whereas it are also because we actually have a heavy reliance on imports for armaments, which is called a fight component. Okay, so the Indian Navy already has a functional directory of indigenation like earlier, which is DOI. So the Directorate of Indigenation, and the new structure will build up upon the ongoing indigenation initiatives as well as focus on the innovation. So to have the innovation and to maintain the indigenous projects in missiles for the self reliance in defense was the major role of this NIIO organization. Okay, now let's talk about the next one, which is the BrahMos, where it's very important because it was as we know that BrahMos is a land attack cruise missile which is surface to surface and was successfully flight tested from the integrated test range at Balasore in Odisha. So this was actually successfully tested in Odisha. And as we know, it's a joint venture between DRDO, which is Defense Research and Development Organization of India, and the NPOM of Russia. Okay, so the BrahMos, the name actually take up after the river of Brahmaputra in India. So Brahmaputra in India and Moska River in Russia. So that's why it got the name of BrahMos. And it was actually a supersonic missile traveling at a speed of 2.8 Mach, which is three times of the speed of a sound. Okay, it was that it travels in that speed, and it was one world's fastest supersonic cruise missile. So that's the specialty of this, and it is a multi-platform one. Like you can launch it from land, air, and sea as well. So it can work in any accuracy of point and both day and night, irrespective of the weather condition. So that's why it is very important and super strength for Indian defense. And as we seen that it's a multi-platform one, so it can be used by all the three forces, army, navy, and the air force. Okay, and not only that, it operates on the fire and forget option, like fire and forget. That means like this principle where it does not require further guidance after the launch. If you set the target and if you launch it, and it will reach the launch. So That's the principle of fire and forget. And its range has been recently enhanced from 300 kilometers to, whereas it is now 450 to 600 kilometers. You know why we increase this? Well, this is the missiles range increase which was happened or possible after the India's induction into the missile technology control regime in June 2016. So once India got induction into this kind of a thing, so that's how we actually increase this range using the technology from 300 to 450 to 600 right now. So this was the present range that has been implemented in this BrahMos. And India is also working on the next super, hypersonic missile, BrahMos 2K. So the next one was BrahMos 2K, which India was working on it. And well, this was actually capable of taking out hardened targets like underground bunkers and weapon storage facilities, and that too with a speed of 7 times of the sound. Like here, this BrahMos has Mach 2.8, whereas the BrahMos 2K, which we are actually developing in the developing position, it can go for Mach 7, which is 7 times the speed of sound. So, yes, this is about the BrahMos. Now let's talk about the next one, which is Saurya missile. So this Shaurya missile was actually a nuclear capable missile. Okay, so this was a nuclear capable one, and it is a land variant of short range submarine launched ballistic missile. Okay, SLBM, the variant, and it was a K-15 Sagarika, which has a range of at least 750 kilometers of range. It has, so that range it could go on, and it is capable of carrying 200 kgs to 1000 kilos of payloads. And not only that, it is a surface to surface tactical missile. Okay, and it can actually it's a canister based one. As you could see in the picture, it was a canister based one, means that it has to be stored and operated from specially designed compartments like this here in the picture. And of course, it is less vulnerable to the anti-ballistic missile defense systems because of it high maneuverability. And not only that, this ballistic missiles, actually this Saurya ballistic missile was actually belongs to the K missile family. Okay, this belongs to the K missile family. And the K missile family, which is actually code named by the late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, which were actually launched from Arihant class of nuclear submarines. So this K missile family was actually code named by APJ Abdul Kalam sir. And not only that, the K family missiles were actually primarily a submarine launched ballistic missiles. Okay, and they have been developed by DRDO. So DRDO is the one which actually develops this K missiles one. And if we talk about what is exactly this ballistic missile, well, ballistic missile is actually a rocket propelled, self-guided strategic weapon systems that actually follow a parabolic trajectory. Okay, to deliver a payload from its launch site to the predetermined fixed target. So it will deliver to the predetermined fixed target. Okay, these can carry high explosives, and not only that, they can actually take up the explosive which are in chemical form, biological or nuclear, uh, you know, uh, munitions. So these are kind of the explosions that this ballistic missiles can be taken up. So, and if I talk about the examples for ballistic missiles, which are Agni series, so Agni is a ballistic missile, and Danush. Okay, Danush and Prithvi and Trisul. So these were the ballistic missile examples. And this Saurya missile comes under the K missile family. Okay, so this is about the Saurya missile. Now let's talk about the next one, which is smart system. So what exactly is the smart system? Let me tell you. So the DRDO, which were actually successfully tested this, smart was actually a full form for supersonic missile assisted release of torpedo. So the torpedoes which were actually can be released from the smart system. So this was actually successfully tested in the Wheeler Island of the coast of Odisha. So Wheeler Island. So remember this island's name because Well, in 2017, the Odisha government, formally named this Wheeler Island in the Bhadrak district of Odisha as APJ Abdul Kalam Island, which is a tribute to the former president on his second death anniversary. Okay, so that's why they named this Wheeler Island as APJ Abdul Kalam Island. So the smart system where the successfully tested of the smart was actually happened from APJ Abdul Kalam sir island. Okay, remember that. And the SMART is actually a missile assisted release lightweight anti submarine torpedo system, as I said. And well, if you talk about what exactly a torpedo is, so torpedo is actually a cigar shaped self propelled underwater weapon. Okay, so it's an underwater weapon which is launched from a submarine or a surface vessel or even can a airplane. Okay, and if we talk about how exactly is this smart uh, torpedo works, well, this actually has a range of 50 to 650 kilometers of range. 50 to 650 kilometers of a range, which is more than the previous or the first heavyweight ship launched anti-submarine electric torpedo that we have, which is Varunastra. So Varunastra has a range of 40 kilometers. Okay, so that's why we increased and we successfully tested this smart system, so which has 50 to 650 kilometers of range, and this was actually called as a game changer in the maritime security. So this was called as a game changer because 50 to 650 kilometers was a huge range. Okay, and if you talk about the functioning of this torpedo, like how this goes. Okay, now let's see. Now, when this torpedo was actually launched from a warship or a trunk based or a truck based uh, coastal battery, when it takes off like a regular supersonic missile only. So it just, as you could see in the picture, it will takes off like the regular one only. But once it take off, it covers most of the flight in the air only. Okay, at lower altitudes with two-way data link from the warship or an airborne submarine, which the target was actually going. So then it detects the target system and provides the exact location of the hostile submarine to correct its flight path midway. So the detective system which it has, so it detects and it will take the right path of the torpedo to the target system. Okay, and then just when it approaches close enough to the submerged submarine, then the missile will eject the torpedo system into the water, and the autonomous torpedo will start moving towards its target to take out the submarine. So if we example, if we launch it from a warship from here, the submarine was here in the underwater. So okay, so here it will actually goes off, and then once it finds that the submarine was here in this range, then by detecting its range or the path, then the torpedo releases its torpedo system, and the rest of the missile will actually goes and hits the submarine. So that's how it actually goes. That's why it's called a super game changer, because it has a 650 kilometers of range, like it's a huge range. So yes, that's how the functioning of the smart system will take off. Well, as we know, with Varunastra, the very first indigenous heavy weight ship launched, with this, India became one of the only 8 countries where having the capability to manufacture heavyweight torpedoes. Okay, so we got that recognition that it can manufacture heavyweight torpedoes. Okay, and it this Varanas usually used to take off 250 kilometers of kgs of warhead with 40 kilometers of range, as I mentioned, whereas the Smart will goes up with 50 to 650 kilometers of range. Okay, so these are the defense technology as of now that I wanted to discuss. So there are still many more to discuss, so you can see them in the upcoming series. Well, that's all for today. Thank you. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon for the notifications. And do check our website for all the courses and services that we're going to provide. So we are having mains mentorship, which was going to start in this July. And the prelims comes mains foundation course, which starts from August. So please do check out the details or feel free to contact us. So yes, that's all for today, and we'll get back to you soon. Thank you.